I'm Pickle Rick!
Thank you, Clive, for the raid.
Shut up, Meg. What's up, everybody? Thank you for the raid there, Big Clive. And since everybody's already here, let's go ahead and do our first toast. Gonna have my hard apple cider as usual. And a cheers to our Queen Liz, our Queen of Fire, as today is her birthday. So cheers to you. We'll do a couple extra woofles when it's time. Twitch music. There we go. JMR, love my Dickens cider. Yeah, Dickens cider is definitely good stuff. But anyway, so we had some earlies coming on in as usual. Mr. S, Mr. Egg Cake, Franco Walker. Frankie was here early, but he left. Zap Sparky. What's going on? Maurice Walker. The Lock Watcher showed up early. We got some followers. I'll get to y'all in a second. Kevin Hart is the Spoken True 66F Rifleman. What's up, buddy? There's Benji. Delta Mike. What's going on? Dave Vab. Clive C. Hey, we hit 300 followers. Fuck yeah. All right, Dan. Cheers, everybody. 300 followers. Thank you there, Simeon. Much appreciated. All right, let's put that back. So let's see, we have a VertoThermoWhoofle in about 8 minutes. There'll still be some extra ones for our queen that will be on the, where is it? There it is. Ooh, that will be over on this camera, so we get to see the woofle-needness do its thing. Thanks for following there, Muzz Yeti. There are so many Yetis and Sasquatches out there, but thank you there, Yeti. Mr. A Cake smacks buttocks. Why are you smacking the booty? Someone left an unlabeled box of random parts from IKEA at my door with no instructions. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. There we go. What's up, Chris? I don't know if I said hi yet. Liz is so very happy. I'm good. I'm glad you're having a good birthday. I'm gonna have a little puff here. Cheers to birthdays again. As far as anything showing up this week, I did actually get a bunch of stuff in. I think all of it I can actually show. So I just got these for the AR-10 we just built. And then I'm kind of using experience and kind of guessing that I need a new ignition coil in my Suburban, as it runs great under $3,000, but anything over $3,000 and it starts to just miss and run like hell. And I figure the coil on it's been on the truck for almost 18 years, and it's probably 25 years old itself. It's worth a shot. I'll probably do that next weekend. And I got a new belt in. This is one of those you set your whatever here with that clampy clamp. And then that pops like that. It's similar, I think they call it a cobra buckle. It's kind of sort of like that. It's a nice sturdy belt for supporting extra weight. That will be showing up Friday. Check compression. What are we checking compression on? Are we good here? It looks like we should be good. Oh, yeah. Speaking of stuff, we almost didn't have this stream. Tugboat Paul, I'm into retro modding a 1988 Suburban. Yeah, I have all kinds of shit done to my 95 Suburban, which is pretty close. Body-wise, it's the same engine. No, it's probably got basically the same engine in it. The torque heads on the with the throttle body. Was it a TBI 200 on them? But yeah, we almost didn't have a stream because Thursday I was considering streaming. I was messing with the game, taking some pictures for future thumbnails, and suddenly the gaming rig, or I'm sorry, the streaming rig just just turned off. I'm like, okay, I checked the UPS. It's like, yeah, we're cool down here. Yeah, everything's fixed now, Mr. S. Well, yeah, it would have to be. But turns out one of the sticks of RAM went bad, which almost made me poop myself, considering RAM is 4 to 5 times as costs as much as it did just a couple months ago. But after an hour and a half of dicking around, reconfiguring 4 years worth of custom work to the BIOS that I had to try and remember just to get the thing to boot up, I remembered that the old gaming rig was still downstairs with its weird motherboard, and it had 64 gigs on it. So, like I was saying to Mr. S, it's like it's a win, it's a fail, it's a kind of a win, because I lost a stick of RAM, but now the server PC has 64 gigs of RAM instead of 32. And it's only DDR4, but the more the better. And since, I don't know if you saw the little announcement thing there, I've been playing Vane, and I will be streaming tomorrow. Like, this is a planned thing, because me and Killa Mike are going to open a Vane multiplayer server. I'm hosting it on my main server downstairs. So I upgraded that from 16 gigs, because it wasn't doing much, and that's now up to 32 gigs, because I found more RAM while I was looking around. So, like, it sucks. Like I said, it sucks I lost RAM, but my other two computers now have more RAM in them, and hopefully it'll stay stable. Because I was having some problems that kind of made me worried that it might be the motherboard that took out the RAM or something like that, but everything seemed pretty stable the past 24 hours. So the RAM got rammed. Yes, the RAM done ran off and got rammed. But yeah, everything's working. Of course, that also killed time for me to try to get my other laptop updated. I'm going to try to force Windows 11 onto an old 4th gen i7 laptop. RAM in sheep's clothing. Yeah, kind of that too. Mr. S, a question to all Twitch folks. Does the video seem low resolution to you? I hope not, because over here on Twitch, on my end, it hasn't dropped any frames or anything. Your options apparently are 360, 1080, or 1440. So if you're seeing some pixelation, you might be busy. Your computer might be busy, or you may have a iffy connection. Video on YouTube looks good. Well, that's the bigger one. Twitch in total for the 3 streams that it picks. Like, I don't pick the resolutions. It's weird, the ones they pick. But all of Twitch, right, it does 17 megs a second for 1440, 1080, and 360, which is basically 8, 6, and like 3 or some weird thing. But YouTube is 22 megs solid. So YouTube's the big pixely one. Why is 480 option gone? As spoken true. I have no idea. If I could pick, if like they let me pick the multi-stream, because multi-stream is auto. The only thing you can pick is how many threads, like how many separate streams. I have it set to 3. It's kind of hoping it would do 720, 1080, and 1440, but it goes all the way down to 360, I guess, to help slower mobile people. But I think 720, 1080, and 1440 would be perfect for like today's day and age. Oh, it is it is woofle time. Shit. Wait, why is that clock different than that clock? I have to synchronize that. Because this one says it's 5:46. This one says it's 5:44. Appreciate the follow there, Rotary Dial Bates. Rotary Dial Bates. That's getting like that. I like that. But anyway, yeah, let's get ready for the birthday VertoThermoWhoofle. Let me take one more little sip here. Happy birthday again, Queen Liz. Why do geese fly south in the winter? Because it would take longer if they walked. Yes, it would. All right, let's fire it up. And appreciate that, Tugboat Paul. Here we go. Number 1. One for Freddie. Set chat on fire. Yeah. Let's do a couple extra for the birthday. Nice. Ah, there's all kinds of melty stuff going on there now. But I think it's okay. Guess we'll find out later. Anyway, there we go. See, that's what we need, Mark's metal. Like, we know, some of us know someone who has I think it's aluminum woofler. And you can just let that thing burn forever. God, my fingers are just always cold in the winter. Because I think they're always cold in the summer, too, because I keep it so cold in here. Did you know some geese fly over the Himalaya? They're derpy. I guess if they really feel the need. Move this over here. Triple spotlight fitting, looking a little toasty. Yeah, a little bit. It'll, yeah, like it's pretty much just charcoal at this point. BigClive, a machine woofler sounds good. Yeah, he has a, like a lathe and everything. He's one of his abilities and previous professions or current or no previous was a machinist. So he designed a full metal, I think he might have 2, but a full metal woofler that you can just keep going. It doesn't try to melt like that one did. That's funny. Black fingertips. Well, yeah, if you're trying to clean all the stuff over. And you are welcome, Queen Liz. Glad, like I said, I'm glad everything is going well. I can use another drink here. Clive wasn't looking well tonight. I think Stanley Baxter's death has affected him, says Flemgob. Well, I think he'll be alright. Mr. S, it was set to 360, fixed now. Ah, there you go. At least that was an easy solution. Make one with copper heat sinks. Well, I mean, if you're making it with aluminum, it's already a pretty damn good heat sink. Although I think I don't think his had fins at the top. That would probably help so the heat doesn't get down to where you're pulling the trigger. But I suppose you could kind of coat it with something too, like that tool dip stuff where you can like dip tool handles in. I wonder if you could do that, if it would work, even if it got pretty warm, not hot necessarily. Clive says, I'm fine. I wasn't fine earlier in the week, though. Well, that's no good. Take care of yourself. It's the weather, I mean, you know, the weather over there is, I mean, the weather everywhere is kind of fucked, but it's really just always screwed over at the Isle of Man. James Randolph could buy a metal funnel for refueling lanterns and use it as a woofler. Oh yeah, I was actually, I have one of the metal funnels I have is probably about 20 millimeters or centimeters. Like I got the, where is it? Oh, it's up there. That little gold blotch right there. That's my 100 millimeter woofler. Yeah, same size as Clive's. Probably caught a disease in Gotham City. Oh yeah, would be a good place to catch it. Be a metal funnel, like a freaking old school metal wash bin for if you really want to get crazy with it. Iron bathtubs for the major leagues. It's aluminum, not aluminium. It's aluminum, just like it's cookie, not biscuit. Cookie, aluminum, herb. Yeah, that's right. I'm covering the bases today. Could be viable to 3D print a woofler insert for a metal funnel. Oh, yeah, yeah. Because you figure that's going to be under the water anyway, so it should stay cool enough not to melt. Otherwise, the water would be boiling, and I don't think either of us has seen the water get even warm after multiple woofles. Boot, not trunk. Oh my god, that whole thing. Like, do you stick your foot in them or something? Or is that the trick over there? You just stick your feet in the trunks and walk around? We got a bunch of stuff coming in from people as well. Where's this? Oh, wow. Okay, we gotta put the mice in the right order here. All right. Oh, who was talking about time travel stuff over there? Was that James Randolph? Did I see you mention something? Because I was on and off and all over the place, as I generally am. Do the Americans spell it aluminium? No. We spell it A-L-U, aluminum. Like we skipped the second I. So I saw something mentioned of paradoxes, how you don't think you'd be able to go back and change time because then it wouldn't have happened. Is that one of the general consensuses? Well, I know that is one of the general consensus of people. Scrufdog, on your Twitch schedule for MREs is a week off and says next is May 1st. Oh, yeah, that's probably because it doesn't know what to do because there's no more scheduled after that. The next one will be February something. Benji says, I built a time machine once, but there was no future in it. But I think, see, I don't believe paradoxes can happen. Like, I absolutely believe you can go back in time and change things. I just think some people are thinking about it wrong. Because everybody assumes that, you know, timeline, they pretty much assume that time is linear in fashion, which could be. There's nothing to say we couldn't have other parallel lines with us, like the multiverse thing in the comics and whatever. Like, that's absolutely possible, too. Mandela effect, it was Berenstein Bears, not Berenstein. It was Berenstein, for fuck's sake. I don't know what the hell y'all are remembering. But this is what I think happens if time travel is possible. I do think it's still somewhat linear, but I'm going to have to draw this for you to actually, you know what? Let me do it in paint. That'll be easier than trying to do a picture of it. This is what I think would happen if time travel is possible. That marker, does that work? Yeah. All right. The way I see it is, say you have your timeline. Okay, so it's, you know, it's generally in a line. As far as we're concerned, it's linear. And you got to understand, we don't know how this shit works. We just think we do. Yeah, I mean, you got to figure 20 years ago, eggs were bad for you. Then 19 years ago, eggs were good for you. Then 18 years ago, eggs are bad for you. 17 years ago, eggs, you know what I mean? Like, it always changes. So this is what I think happens. Let me make this a bigger, is that the biggest brush we got? Yeah. So say here's your timeline. Right here, we figure out how to go back in time. I think that timeline goes with you. Say we go here. We change something. That doesn't mean this didn't happen. As far as I'm concerned, all that means is that this just keeps going as it crosses through, and then we just restart. And if, say, we get to here in the later bit of timeline and we go way back and we change that, that just means we're just going to start, in a somewhat parallel way again. Like, I think it's all in a line. I just think the line keeps going. I don't think there's a reset in there. Looks like a paperclip. Yeah, it's all paperclip time theory, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the line ever stops. I just think it just shifts position, and things that would have happened in the timeline, that were part of, I guess, fate or inevitabilities, they still happen, but now it's just with a different perspective, I guess you would say. It's kind of what I think happens. The action of going back would change the timeline, so you would never invent time travel. And see, that's where I think the continuous line thing happens. If going back is possible, which I said, we have everything we say about time is theories. We don't know for sure. Like, we're just now finally accepting that time could be somewhat of the fourth dimension, like regularly. Like, it's I think part of the reason some people get locked into certain theories is I don't think the human mind comprehends something that could actually and truly be limitless. Like, we say, we know the universe is this big. Do we? Or is that just, or are we taking the numbers we find and making the universe seem it's a finite universe? Like, why couldn't it be unlimited? Why couldn't it be not have any boundaries to it? There's nothing to say that. We don't know. We're on a tiny little speck of dust in a fucking dump truck the size of the fucking Himalayas, if not even smaller. I was going to joke about time travel, but you didn't like it. C2S says, I say there's no time travel. In time, it would become common, so it would have been everywhere. Or our line has already discovered it, but now we're backwards. Like, we've done one of those turns and come back. Or we're on the main, we're just getting to there for the first time before we start bending our paperclip. Who knows? Back to the Future was a documentary. It could have been. It could have been. And I'm not saying that, like, paradoxes for sure wouldn't exist or be a thing. It's just, in my opinion, I don't think you can have a paradox. Grocco says, in an infinite universe, infinite outcomes probably exist, but only you would know. Reality does not exist until it is observed. Yes, Grocco. According to the current theory, based on quantum physics and our understanding of time and reality, a lot of scientists are thinking, like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? According to a lot of scientists, no, it doesn't. Since no one was there to hear the sound, to have that possibility of hearing the sound, then no, it didn't happen. And so that's an interesting thing. But then some people go, well, what about cameras? It was there to observe. Therefore, reality had a reason to make it happen. That's kind of where we're thinking where we're at now. I don't know. Seems kind of funny, but if you've, what the hell's that movie or documentary or whatever you want to call it? Something down the rabbit hole. That's got a lot of good points too. Like, every time you throw a basketball, it goes in infinite different directions. It's just whichever one latches onto you kind of thing. Crap scientists can't embrace infinity, says BigClive. That's exactly it. I think there's a lot of limits built into the human brain, quote, for survival. And that would include, like, mental survival. Because if our brains really, like, if we really went into things totally limitless, unreal, that means there would be so many possibilities that maybe our brains wouldn't be able to comprehend it properly to make any decision. So we naturally have limits in there, limit switches basically in there. Don't know. What if a bird heard it, says MacVision? Then I guess it would exist. Like, reality isn't based solely on our observations, hence, like, the camera observed it, so it recorded it. If a bird was there, the bird would hear the sound, but obviously we wouldn't because we weren't there. Like, there needs to be, basically what they're saying is there needs to be something to observe the event for the event to truly take place. It's kind of weird. But the animals would hear, yeah, and that's what, like, they're saying, like, if it was in Siberia, no animals say, did it actually make that sound? They're saying no. How much did Scruff smoke tonight? He's got that mental high. No, that's the problem. I haven't had anything all day because I've been working on the vein server. So my brain, remember we were talking about those limits? Medicine kind of helps put the warm blanket over the limits, and when I am under medicated or just not at all, boy does my brain fucking go wild on all the fucking shit. Yes, Bellman. Lucid. Yes, I'm quite lucid right now. Plus, working out, troubleshooting, talking to Killer Mike about how we're gonna do this and that and work this shit. Just fucking brain works. My brain likes doing things. That's why the medicine is there, because sometimes I don't want it to do things. I want it to shut the fuck up. So, hey, top of the hour toot. Speaking of which, cheers, everybody. And speaking of the server, if you play Vane or have never heard of it, it's basically what I'm kind of comparing to Scum, but on a newer engine. And even though it is really early in development by two people and has some bugs, the playability is so much smoother than Scum, which has been out for fucking almost 8 years. Whereas this game's been out for like a couple years and it only has 2 developers. So Vane is good. It's got single player and multiplayer and yada yada. If you want to find it, it's not difficult. Just keep in mind, if you're a player, if you go on between now and tomorrow, it will be wiped tomorrow before our stream. Just to reset it for everybody that will likely be coming in, because a lot of people have been asking Mike if he has any recommendations for a server, and he's been talking about it. So, but it's easy to find. You just search for Scrufdog or Killa Mike, or just start typing in Scruff or Killa Mike, and it'll pop up. And then you will have access to play on Scrufdog's main Vane server. But yes, if any of you would like to hop on my main Vane server, then there you go. Cheers. Do temporal mechanics fix time? Yeah, and apparently they're shaped like floating ball sacks. And they're just angry all the time, according to Rick and Morty.
I'm Pickle Rick!
What are they? Time police, I think they called themselves. I haven't watched that episode in a little bit. People are so serious. Don't lose your sense of childhood or childlike innocence, says Benji. Well, yes, yeah. Just when you're thinking about stuff, whenever you think that it's not possible, like something might not be possible, it might be. It might be. Everything we know, I mean, really, everything we know is pretty much theory. It's just proven theory in some cases, but even then, it's still kind of a theory. Like, I don't know. I don't know. What are we talking about? Menstrual? I don't know that we normally touch on that here. Oh, and Benji, as far as orange stuff, I got the engine. That's pretty much it. That's really not much orange stuff even in the room today. No, yeah. That's orange on my screen. I don't know if that counts. What's up, Ram 50? Made it back from the parts store working on a Case 224 garden tractor for snow removal. There you go. Yeah, my I haven't started my snowblower this year yet. I should probably go do that, drain the gas out, put it in the Suburban, put fresh stuff in. God, I don't think I started my generator last year either. Ooh. Oh well. It's that thing. Yeah, we had that Snowmageddon years ago. And so, get a hold of a snowblower. I mean, granted, that was free, but it did cost a couple bucks to fix it. Get the generator for, actually, that was free too. I just needed parts to fix it. Okay, so I didn't spend a lot of money to get them because they were broken when I got them. But as soon as I get them, never fucking need them, of course. There was no snow here for years, says Cyberlight. Where are you at there, Cyberlight? You be as vague as you need to be. I ain't trying to dox nobody, but there hasn't been much in Maryland in the past 3-4 years. It pretty much rains most of the winter, which sucks. It's like the only time it gets cold is when there's no precipitation, which I was actually talking to a couple people sometime this week. It's like, it's fucking dumb, man. You get this goddamn cold, get below freezing, and there's no snow. Like, what a waste of a jacket. You know what I mean? Ooh. I have 3 generators to work on this weekend for customers in Illinois, says Ram. Oh, well, out there, I mean, Illinois, that gets, if I'm remembering right, y'all get decent amount of snow out there. Time Cop Van Dam. Okay. Oh, we're gonna, oh, wow, yeah, Time Cop. That's right, yeah, that was the movie. That's why I think they called it something a little different in Rick and Morty. That, the background could use something moving near the skull. Which skull? That's the glowy skull that you see in the intro video. That's a full-size human skull. I'm sure it's fake, probably. And there's a little Lego skull, like, behind my shoulder. I think that's all the skulls on screen. Probably. How about we make the skull move? Like dance? Are we doing dancing skulls now? The glowy skull. I need something moving. Oh, you mean kind of like that? I'm gonna have to see about. Did we went through all our little engine machine things. I'll have to see if I can get something like that just runs off of water and won't burn out. Maybe get something similar to that over there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. It's actually, I might be even be able to move that over there so that it's not covered up by chat as much. Because I can plug that in over there and maybe move this cursed box somewhere else and put it there. Because that, yeah, that's actually a plug for the work lights right above it. And sitting on this shelf here is actually that old Coleman lantern that you all have seen before. For some reason I store it up there, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with camping in here. My camping lantern is up there. What's up, Fish Online? Got it working. Fish can't get the stream to stream right. Oh. There's been a couple people having some issues with stream, but seems like it's just been kind of app issues. Build a giant Lego Ferris wheel. I think they actually sell some. I don't know how big they are, but. Hey, is Rob not here tonight? Nah, he texted me earlier to get his music lined up, which we have, but no, I haven't seen him tonight. He may have stuff to do. I've got it. I don't know why that thought just hit me. I might cash in my crypto next year. Lego Enterprise, not yet. I'm going to order a bunch of Lego stuff after it's kind of most of it's released. I'm going to order 3 or 4 sets direct from Lego. Should be beginning of January. CDOS, I saw a user on another Twitch stream that said they could chat but could not watch the stream. Streamer said user wasn't banned in any way. Remember, someone here was having a problem. Yeah, that was normal Norman. Yeah. Apparently, Twitch considers my streams 18 plus, which is why you need to verify. And if you don't verify, then apparently you can kind of hang out on one of the waiting for you to verify screens, and you can hear it, but you can't see it, which is fucking weird. So I guess at that point it just becomes Scrufdog Radio. I mean, I used to do that, but that's not what this is. Jack Attack was bored, so I swapped all the sweets into different wrappers. My wife isn't amused. She got her Snickers in a Twix. Oh boy. Yeah, I wanted to know the same Lock Watcher about Rob, says Fama. What's up, Fama, by the way? Yeah, he may pop in. You'll see. The AliExpress Lego is super cheap. Yeah, I've gotten a few sets off of eBay and a couple off of AliExpress as well. And because of the various builds I've done, or, you know, kind of not done completely, we have a shitload of extra pieces if I ever need some. Downstairs, we have approximately 6,000 extra fucking pieces. That goddamn thing sitting down there, I had to walk past it today. Now the mic, what is it with the YouTube app thinking 720 on my phone is data saver? Ludicrous. Yeah, I would think, like, every time, yeah, actually YouTube does that on mine too. So I have to manually go in and turn on like 360 or 480. Like if I'm at work in the middle of a warehouse and I'm like listening to somebody's stream or listening to somebody's stream, I'll do that. Or if I'm listening to a video or, you know, something like that, and it's with the screen off, it'll still try to download the video. So I'll just set it to like, you know, 160p or something ridiculous. Whatever the lowest one is, I think 240 is the lowest. So that relates. I'm not a robot. Not a robot. There are missing parts in the sets. You'll need the extra parts later. Oh, yeah. Actually, we haven't. Every time I think we're missing a part, we have found it. Excluding the B2, which was just missing. It was just missing. Like, the instructions were missed the mark. There may have been missing pieces. I don't know. But everything else so far, we haven't actually had any missing pieces that I can think of that we didn't find, like, later, sometimes at the end. Clue 1 MCP, fucking YouTube, now my main name instead of just me. Oh, it's just me. Hi, just me. Hey, did you know, like, you were in Discord voice chat for, like, days about a month ago? But yeah, that's the new YouTube thing. And it's still not even fully implemented on all the channels. That is now your chat name. So you have to modify that. If you want to get it close to back to where you were. Luckily for me, as I've said a couple times, I was Scrufdog since before the fucking internet existed, so all my accounts were already at Scrufdog. Kind of thing. Clicks the live button, says Andy's computer. Oh, yeah, we have an extra. Man, I forgot about that. I got to start doing that again at the beginning of the streams. Like after the intro, to make sure everybody clicks the live button in case they joined a little late. Discord wouldn't let me join your channel. Which channel? And that might be because you had to accept rules, maybe? Boeing did assist in the B2 construction, explains a lot about the Lego kit. Yes, that actually makes sense. We need to create a new catchy name for AliExpress Lego clones. Aliego? Oh, is that a real word? That sounds like that would be a real word somewhere. Aliego. Kind of like Ali Oxenfree, Aliego? I don't know. Yeah, slash Discord doesn't work because since I'm not a full Discord community member as my server, I can only have 1 week long invitation codes. So I'm not going through that every week, you know what I mean? So I just put the most recent one in the YouTube description. Or if Rob's here, he would paste it. Cassius Clay Express. Okay. The fake Lego porta potty is great. So, oh, yeah, BigClive. Yeah, I think that's somebody asked if I was going to order that. If I see one, I may. I just may. Robert said, yes, I have the Portaloo. Very good. Excellent. Flago or Oliblock? Flago, that would work. I like Flago. Flago. That's kind of like pleather. Yeah, Flago. I think Flago works. What do you think, folks? We go with Flagos? It flows a little better than, like, Olieblocks isn't bad, but that Flago seems to flow pretty good. Just call them off-brand Legos, says C2S. Sorry, you trying to ruin our fun? Where's the ban button? Motherfucker. No, we won't call them, because that's too many syllables. We're trying to be conservative here. We have to save oxygen before we run out. As I run my fucking mouth for 2.5 hours. I would buy the shit out of Flago, says UK Richie. What's up? See? Look at that. Conga de Fuego. Flago. No fuego, my Flago. Oh, yeah, if we did a burn set, we could call it the Fuego Flagos. See, look, it's already working out. We're getting marketing going already. We're working on our catchphrases. It would have to be nothing like Lego. They are trigger happy with litigation. I think Flago would be just fine. No fuego, my Flago. Lego, my ego. Captain Barrett. The sexy gentleman is here. Captain Barrett, how goes it? Happy little fox. I haven't played with Lego since I was 9. Yeah, I haven't played with Lego. Well, I mean, I was moving some around today. Does that count? Speaking of Benji, why don't we check out what stuff that people have sent in while we're going here. We will start with, what is that? Oh yeah, I missed one from Electron Box last week. I came in, I think, yeah, towards the end. I don't know why I didn't catch it. So let's see what people have sent in. Plant report. Yeah, Captain Barrett, get on that. Especially from a fellow grower there. T2S sent in his update last week. Ram 50 pleather. Now I'm thinking of the scene in Pulp Fiction with the gimp. Yeah, it's fake leather, pig leather, fake leather. Around here, we always just call it pleather. Yeah, especially the cracky shit that you going like couches and chairs where it cracks and you can see like the white backing on it. Kind of fiber backing. That's always pleather. Or plastic leather. You know, pig leather, plastic leather, fake leather. It's always pleather. All right. This was from Electron Box last week. Some cuddled up kitties. Keeping warm. That's a nice beds. I like those. They seem to like them too, which is important. Oh, why am I so lost in this app right now? Was something changed? No. Okay. All right. Red Dwarfer. Let's see what Jovinator's up to this week. There's the Fluffy Jubs. Is that a tabletop? I like the design. That's from what I can see of it. I like the little design on there. That's kind of cool. Head down. A little bit of a dragon thing going on there on the corner. Nice, nice. Ram 50. I woke up this morning with 5 kitties piled on me. Couldn't move. Yeah, I had the dude was asleep on me. What was that? Give a toast. Oh, one of these clocks. Oh, you know what? It's probably this one It's probably the streaming PC. The time is wrong because the BIOS was just reset. Just thought of that. Okay. That's why I'm like, we're early, but apparently we're not. We are? We're not? See, that says 6:20, but what the fuck is going on? I'll figure that out after stream. All right, yeah. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out this evening. What's up, Spookswood? Back from work. All right. Yeah, I had the dude was near my knees and Poofers was asleep, like draped over my arm. And then when I got up, what's up, Subsonic? I took a look at, but yeah, and Poofers was draped on my arm. Then when I got up, the dude's been like sitting on my hip and putting his head on my lap a lot lately, which that's kind of cool. BIOS battery change. No, I lost a stick of RAM. Everything went to shit, and I had to completely reset the BIOS to get everything to work again. And then spend like an hour and a half going through 4 years of remembering all the BIOS tweaks I had, because it also wiped out all the backups. But the battery's good, so I think when the RAM stick went, it just everything or something. Oh yeah, we're still here. Poofers, batteries. I forget everything else on that. But let's see what else. Oh, I could have done it. Pix salt pepper peanut butter. I'd try it. I'd give it a try. One of these clocks is not like the other clocks. Yeah, like my gaming rig, which has my chat on it, which is here. I'll show you. I don't know. Like obviously, people with a big screen would check, but if you see here, this says 6:19, even though down here it says 6:22. But the computer down here says 6:20. Well, now so it's like the time from the bottom computer is showing up on the top. I have no idea. I'm going to have to go through and just check all the clocks on the computers. Where's bottom at? There it is. So that's weird. This week's discovery was how many factory maintenance workers confessed that they can't spell maintenance, says BigClive. Maintenance sucks to spell. I always fucking takes me a time or two to get that. It farts. You can't hear it, but it farts. Oh, I think that was a wet one. Pull my finger Santa Mark II, 16 gig SD card. Gigafarts. Yeah. The 7 original farts and phrases and another 25. Like all your classic fart sounds. You know, I always fuck up the E and the A, the second E and the, the ENAN. I always flip them around for some reason. Dashing through the snow in farts. Runs 3 to 4 days on a 18650. Nice. I feel like that's something you could find at like Five Below. But like one of those rare finds that you find there that's actually still good stuff. Missed a stretch? Oh shit! Sorry, Cyberland. I missed that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, everybody, take a stretch. You've been sitting long enough. Oh yeah, actually, fuck this. Damn. Hold on. Oh damn it! Ugh. Pillow thing fell off my footrest. Ugh. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, good call there. Thank you there for that, Mr. S and C2S, and of course, Cyberlight. Whew. Ask AI to write you a program to check all the clocks on the computer. Oh my god. And that's the problem. It could. A man has been stealing wheels off cop cars. The police are working tirelessly to catch him. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we got this week's flat cat. Let's see it. He looks kind of angry. Is he mad at the... Did he not get the Christmas tree he wanted? He seems a little frustrated. It seems like like it might be a small Christmas tree. Well, maybe he'll get a chance to get a bigger one. I know my cats used to love running up I'd get the real trees, and they'd run up and down them all the time, freaking out. I'm sure there's all kinds of shit still in them, but... Well, I thank you for this week's flat cat with his 5,000-foot tail. Hopefully he will cheer up a little more for the holiday season. Good guy, he was just on vacation. See what Benji sent us in today. We have our... You eat this one a lot. It seems like one of the meals you enjoy. I do that a lot with various French fried dishes as well. We got fish chips and, was it mashed peas or something? Minced peas? I don't know, whatever you biscuit heads call that. Looks good. I would definitely chow down on that. I might not eat the pea stuff. Mushy peas, that's it. Might not eat the mushy peas, but if they're good, because I know the flavor of your peas over there is a little different than ours, so they may actually be better. That looks good. That looks fucking amazing. Like, I would eat the entire ass out of that right there. Holy shit. Definitely rock some strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries over some... Actually, is that like cottage cream cheese or something? Even if it's cream cheese, I'd probably still eat it. That was like cheesecake mix. That would just be fucking ridiculous. Scrufdog, my buddy just had a medical procedure via his groin. Now, there was a lot of bruising, I asked him if his wife has any unfulfilled fantasies he could indulge. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Christmas tree is about to get a thwap thwap, says Red Dwarfer. Yeah, everything gets a whap whap around here. The dude has been giving me the whap whap when I take his food out to him in the leg. Like, come on, man, put your nails away if you're going to. And sometimes he does. And yeah, I fed him before the stream. No worries. I like the little fish thing. It looks like one of those Jesus fishes, but it's still a cool design. Starfish on the wall. Is this like SpongeBob's bathroom? Oh, that clock looks like a pocket watch. Oh, that whole thing looks cool. I like it. Thank you for those, Benji. Solar light. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's the wire. There's a wire. That's going to a little solar panel right there. Okay. Read the caption, asshole. Then you know what's going on. Nah, that's cool. Nice, nice. So there is actually a use for a solar-powered light. Accents. Perfect. Now when someone says, I can be like, I can show you a picture. Chris, ooh. I put a bike light on Jason's so I can see him. He blends in with the fallen leaves so well that he becomes impossible to see in low light. Oh yeah, he does kind of blend in with the tree there. There it is. Ah! Red cat. Yeah, definitely ain't gonna lose him then, but yeah, look at his coloring. Yeah, he just pretty much just blends right in with the bark. Bark, bark. Good call, good call. That's in a spot, doesn't look like it's gonna fuck with his vision, so that's perfect. Everything is great mashed with gravy. Oh yeah, if you're putting gravy on something, it just works. Gravy just works on everything. I just made pork chops the other night, and anything I had for a side, gravy. I took every bite and dipped it in that fucking gravy. That was great. All right, let's see what we got from a Jack Attack. Where's the mouth? Right there. All right. From Jack Attack, we have... Oh, I've seen that. The beer suit. Or the beer jacket. Nice, nice. Oh my god, it's an entire suit. That's... I hope that's enough. I know some people that might not be. There you go. Merry Christmas. Guess where you can stick your holiday cheer. Best decoration ever, straw dummy, $10, leaning ladder, $0. One set of lights, $5, freaking out your neighbors, priceless. Yeah, I've seen that. And then there's that one dude, last year did one that's actually like moving. When you turn it on, it was freaking everybody out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be watching that on Christmas. Oh yeah, I don't think I haven't said anything about that yet. Yeah, in case you didn't realize or knew, on Christmas Day on my Discord, I'll be running like 12 plus hours of Christmas movies and cartoons and basically cartoon, movie, that kind of thing. All day. Feel free to stop by. You don't have to chat. You don't have to turn video on. We have text chat available if you just want to, or just join and watch and not say anything. Everybody, whoever wants to talk can talk. Whoever wants video can watch video. It's just going to be a chill hangout for Christmas. All right, let's see here. Thank you for that one's great though. I may have to do something with that at work. Let's see who else we got. Yeah. Let's put that down there. Mr. S. Just went outside to look for the Geminids shooting stars. Unfortunately, it's way too foggy. Did take some pretty pictures, though, particularly like the windmill. Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on. That looks cool. That's a shame you can't see a meteor shower, but fog does give really good pictures when the lighting isn't overdone. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That looks like shit from fucking Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2? Or no, that was Army of Darkness, wasn't it? Yeah, that was Army of Darkness. That's cool. I like that. That's a good picture. Very imposing. Thank you for that. Looks like he peed himself. Oh, from that, yeah. Let's see. I don't think you need to know about my Amazon bill. I don't even want to fucking know about it. And let's see what we got over here. Kevin Hardesty. Have I seen you in chat yet? I don't know. Either way, what's up? If you're still here. Oh. A man with his floof. That's a good pose. That cat was all about it. That's cool. Thank you for that. Looks good. Happy kitty. Can't go to that guy. Did you just tell her she was, or tell them they were adopted? That was very, very surprised look. What is that? A cat is, no zoom here. A cat is not just a cat. He is family. He is something. Looks like there's a light bulb in the way almost. Thank you for the floof picture. And of course you, there you go. What's up, bud? And from Pancake Man himself, let's see. I think this is where it starts. Making some special player cards. EAEACA. Oh, is someone cheating? That looks almost like this. It's pretty close to what my inland keyboard looks like. Except I got the one without the keypad on it. Cannot stand gaming keyboards that have that extra keypad. Even though like a lot of shit uses it, I've never used a keypad in any games. Special playing cards. I like that. That's like super simple kind of deal. I like that. That's cool. Be a good back too. Made 3D printed stencils. Yeah, I've done that. I did that for work. I made it so it looked like a spatula, but in the spatula, like flat part of it was ELT for the work initials. Oh, look at that. That's cool. My inflatable house got a puncture last night. Now I'm living in a flat. Thanks there, Jack Attack. On a site visit on Thursday, spotted this stage at a local bar. That's fucking cool. I don't know that I would park under it. Someone's very trusting of it. But that is fucking cool. Brass monkey. I think we have a brass monkey or brass. No, we have, was it brass horse saloon? I think we have around here. Not brass monkey. Either way, that's cool. Again, wouldn't park under it. More power to you, but sure. My indoor peppers are now producing. Nice. These look like they got a little bit of kick to them. Sure, we could work with that. Damn. Oh shit! It's time for Pussies and Piano, isn't it? Well, that's just in time because I believe that was the last picture. It was. All right. Well, let's get ready for the floofs. Let me get Rob pulled up here. So I guess we'll do it after this song on Twitch. So about another minute, we'll do Pussies and Piano. We got a couple of older ones from Rob today that he requested. That weed plant looks delicious. Looks great, says C2S. That's not quite what that is, but you know. if you had buds that weirdly orange and strange and smooth, that would be scary or really good. I don't know. Ram 50. I have friends coming by to take me to dinner. Today is my 62nd birthday. Today's Queen Liz's birthday as well. Well, shit. Happy birthday. Cheers to that for both of you. That's cool. And that song is close enough to over. Where the hell is it in the list? There it is. All right. Let's pause that. We shall get ready for Pussies and Pianos. I'm going to drink some water here. All right. I'm going to go do that. Grab another hard apple cider. Grab another snack bar from Fama. And I shall return shortly. Let's get that pulled up. Oh, whoa. Yes. Probably actually get the camera software started up so that you can see the cats eating said nom nom food. 1, 2. There we go. All right. I'm going to go get that going, and I will talk to y'all shortly. Oops, wrong button. Hold on. Sorry, I was one over. Not the intro. Mute. All right, here we go. All right. Thank you for Rob, whatever you may be doing right now for that. Let's see here. All right, Spooks. And anybody else on Twitch on the mobile app. That is a way to make it like do the audio in the background kind of thing. I had to enable it. I don't know if it matters if you're Nitro or not, but apparently you open a stream, say the one you're watching now, tap settings, apparently the cogwheel on the screen, find background audio, and set it to always. Block Watcher. I bet Scruff didn't even notice the Bone Cat needs a name. No, that's Beefcake. The Bone Cat's Beefcake's always been Beefcake. That's been Beefcake since Beefcake first appeared. But apparently that's how you do that, Spooks. I don't know how accurate that is, but I know I had to figure it out after I did Twitch Turbo, but I think it may have been there beforehand. So I don't know. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, apparently it's something that you have to enable. It's not just there by default. But yeah, that's Beefcake. Whenever you've ever heard anyone type or me say Beefcake, that's Beefcake. He's been Beefcake since he was in the other corner, on the other, from the other office. I can see the dude moving behind the door. Or I did for a moment anyway. I don't know why Ronnie didn't finish. Maybe either it works. Oh, good. You're welcome. Yeah, that's an annoying thing because YouTube, I think that's on by default when you're Premier or Premium or whatever it is. I think then it turns on by default. But Twitch, yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. But yeah, I'm glad I could help you out because I know how that is. Sometimes you just want to do other things on the phone or whatever. Oh yeah, shit. Let me go ahead and crack this open. Why do cats have all the flaps? Because I don't feel like opening a door for them all the time. Except the bedroom door. That I gotta keep. I gotta have full control over that. Know which cats are allowed in. Because Ronnie's not allowed in the room for a while because he peed in the closet. Luckily, he didn't pee on anything, but he peed in the closet. Like he really doesn't like the dude. He was chasing him around today. I had to move the food. Well, of course I do. I always have to move the food for him. But that's fine. Oh, there we go. Lock, I stand corrected. Did not know that was Beefcake. Bone Cat. Yeah, that's Beefcake. Yeah. God, I'm surprised you haven't picked that up. Like, we've always called him Beefcake. That's all right. Where do cows go for entertainment? The movies. Use Revanced for YouTube. Audio only is unavailable for DJ streams. No idea. YouTube, new pipe. Playback in background, no problem. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was always an annoying thing until I just got Premiere because like I don't have any other streaming services because I have my own personal one. So careful talking about those apps. Okay. Well, then don't talk. I'm not the one that's bringing them up, but yeah, I know how that goes. Look at this new trick I got, and then 2 days later, yeah, I know how that goes. Cat and Battet. Plants are on the way. Still a little bit off. That's all right. It'll sort itself out. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Getting a lot of Mint Mobile advertisements lately. Anybody else been getting like that specifically from Mint Mobile? I don't know why. Now on a... I can't actually see what... Oh, hold on. Let me close Rob down. I don't know what that is. Now on a something. Oh, that is a bike. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're actually on a bike now. Well, yeah, I guess in that case, yeah, you would want to be able to, especially if it's an electric bike when you got your dashboard there. Wait a minute. Is there still food there? Well, yeah, Tiny Mama left some of her food. Or was that? No, that was Ronnie eating that. Oh, no, everybody left a little bit of food. Oh, well. Guess we'll see how that goes. If anything cool happens, I'll let you know. Hi, Zap Sparky. 5 gifted memberships on YouTube to Quantum Dan, Robert Segwick, Craig Scholar, Tremendous Moss, and Perland. Well, I appreciate that. Here, grab this fresh one. Cheers to that. Appreciate the continued support and Flat Cat. Chris has been a member for 23 months, almost 2 years. Almost. And thank you for the continued support, of course. Eat more paper. Hey, you know what? I guess if it's made right, you just gotta watch that recycled stuff. Made from recycled toilet paper. Ew. Recycled toilet paper. That's just a scary thing. If they were actually using toilet paper. Oh. To avoid dogs peeing in the house, we eliminated all carpeting on the floors. All of our carpeting is on the ceiling. There you go. Yeah, he just still marks. He doesn't like pee, but he marks, which is worse. Or at least just as bad, I don't know. Oh, yep, that re-upped. Alright. Yep, okay. We're good. Did you guys hear those as well? Because it seems like some of the overlays have been weird lately. What hand do you use to wipe? My right hand. From the back. Front to back. Yeah, toilet paper dissolves in water, but imagine if they actually used recycled toilet paper for recycled toilet paper. Oh, that would be terrible. The scary thing is the ad for toilet paper that said splinter free. This is James Randolph. Yeah, that I haven't found any toilet paper with splinters in it. I'm sure I'd know if it happened, though. Like, what are they comparing themselves to? What the fuck? I wonder how many cow jokes will show up. We can count them with a calculator. Oh, boy. I told my son he needed to check his attitude. He looked at me and said, for product complaints, contact the manufacturer. Peace. UK Richie. Why, thank you for joining the Gaggle of Goofballs there, bud. Cheers to that. Much appreciated for the support. It will go towards Legos, engines, and just channel-only stuff. I don't take any of the YouTube money for myself, except for tax purposes. But thank you. Cheers. Welcome to Team Green. Basically. Lil Jim, what's up? I touched my inner self the other day. Must buy thicker toilet paper. Ooh, yeah. That's another thing I've never done. That I've every once in a while you hear about it, but I've never busted through my toilet paper. I would probably not have a hand if I did. I'm pretty sure I would just burn it off. Pretty sure. It's an old ad from a time splinter-free was not a guarantee for toilet paper. Ooh, that's bad. Never too old for Lego. What's up, buddy? I just got a sponsorship from Lumabricks and LES DIY. Nice, dude. Congratulations. That's cool. I know you're on there almost every day. I pop in every once in a while to watch if I'm doing stuff. I'm just one of the lurkomatics, but yeah, I see you. You're streaming pretty much every day at this point, so good on you. I bet Jack has a lot of cow jokes. He will milk them for all it's worth, says Lockwatcher. Absolutely. Those damn toilet paper dispensers that tear one square at a time. Oh, that's horrible. I generally have something prying that can pry on me. I've had to deal with that once. So I pried it open and just accessed what I needed much more easily. Because fuck that. Frank. Oh, you got an OG name on there. Cheers. Thanks for the sub. We do have an extra. Is that an extra Frank in here? Yeah, if we get Frank Notabetty, Frankie, Franco Walker, and Frank in here, we'll talk about being fully Frank. That's quad Frank. Nice. All right. We don't have a square to spare. Or you don't have a square to spare. Nah, especially, I mean, I've heard of places that, like, charge you for toilet paper. Never found one of them. Don't think I would ever go there ever again. Franco says, unfortunately, Twitch doesn't work on this PC. It just buffers. Never seen a Clive stream since he switched. Ah, shit. Well, that sucks. Didn't realize that, Franco. It just buffers, huh? Guess that's an older PC. Actually, aren't you running Windows 7 on that still? BW. Let's all just be frank with each other. There we go. We'll be ultra franked. Any puns about lamps? I'd love a little light humor. Thanks there, Pancake. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Never Too Old for Lego. Yeah, I stream pretty much every day. So yeah, check out Never Too Old for Lego if you enjoy Legos or just whatever. Because he's on a lot. Good stuff. Good Lego stuff. What do you get when you cross a cow and a trampoline? A milkshake. There we go. Yeah, you are running Windows 7 Pro. Yeah, if you're running Windows 7, that was the version to run because that gives you the better networking shit. At least for me, that's what I needed it for. Santa opened a new toy factory in Antarctica to help make toys for kids in the southern hemisphere. For kids in the southern hemisphere. He's bipolar. Oh boy. The lamp jokes aren't very bright, says the Belmits. Boy, we're all getting into it now. Oh boy. Splinter free toilet paper. That's splinter full toilet paper. That's terrible. That just would chafe so much. So we are doing an all-day brick crawl on New Year's Eve. It's stream raids from 6 a.m. till midnight Eastern time. Do you want to join and give thanks to the brick community? I will not be home on New Year's. I will be at Killa Mike's. Like I was going to announce that. Yeah, I'll be on vacation when I'm at Killa Mike's. There won't be obviously there won't be an MRE stream, but there definitely won't be a Wednesday stream because I will be in Ohio. And give a toast, yes. Top of the hour toast. Cheers, everybody. But yeah, from basically the week after Christmas, I won't be streaming midweek at all. So just throwing that out there. I'll remind everybody as we get closer again as well. But yeah, I would join. That sounds great, but I won't be home now. So all this will be about 600 miles away. But I will check it out while I'm out there. How about that? I'll at least pop in and say, hey. UK Richie, I ran Windows 7 Pro until about a few months ago. Yeah, I think Pianoman, I think one of his still runs Windows 7. Because I think most of us are in agreement that Windows 7 Pro was pretty much the pinnacle of Windows. But then they just went to shit from there, just bloated bullshit. Now Windows 11 with like built-in ads and all this other stuff is just fucking ridiculous. And Pancake Man says, and maybe Scruff can stop by Lock Watchers on the way home. Maybe. That'll be on a Friday, though. During the day, so I guess we'll see. After Adderphasma, what's up? Or Adaphasma. Windows 7 was indeed the best Windows they ever made. Absolutely. It's, it was fucking amazing. The only advantage you really had on the later versions of Windows was the DirectX getting upgraded for gaming. Little Jim, 25 months. I've been a goofball for more than 2 years. Holy crap. Yes, you have. Continued support. Excellent. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Have they caught the shooter yet? Which one? There's so many people being shot at nowadays. a friend has said she did not understand cloning. I told her that makes 2 of us. Nice. Never too old for Lego. We are going to use it in the future. Charity for next Christmas to kids in hospitals and in the summer autistic kids. All right. Yeah. Like, I guess let me know. Now, if you do it, another one, I'll join in if I can. I collected 65 poly bags and 4 sets to give to Children's Hospital last year. Oh, that's nice, dude. That's awesome. Very good. Yeah, I'll help out when I can. Just like I said, just let me know. That'd be cool. Hell, I might even be able to get Clive to slide in if he's got enough Legos by then. What's a cow's favorite TV show? Grey's Anatomy. At Lock Watcher for Scruff to come look at his sex dungeon or basement. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I saw the entire basement, but I don't believe I saw anything in the dungeon area like that. Windows 3.11 was very fast and stable. Yeah, for what it was all right there, Cyberlight. I can just do a lot more now. I can't imagine what would happen if you I wouldn't actually install a newer ship because it's 32-bit, and that hardware at least is all 64-bit processing. Yeah, it would be interesting if you could run it at speeds that computers and RAM run at nowadays, because that would be ridiculous. I guess you kind of could through a VM. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'm not. Oh yeah, music. Twitch music. I'm not that concerned to try it. But that would be an interesting thing. We just add in prog. Oh, okay, there's an ad on Twitch. All right. Why don't I hear anything? Yeah, there's no music. Why isn't the music playing? Oh my god, is this thing being a butthead again? Hold on a second. The adapter just randomly occasionally goes derp. Let's see if that'll work now. There it is. We'll skip to that. All right, now it works again. The little adapter, when it works, it's great. It's not bad for. It's like 6 years old. It's a USB thing. It's got headphone jack on one side and a charge port on the other. It still works, so yeah, most of the time. That was a hum-a-dinger. Groko with a toaster screen shave. Fuck, man, screen shaver. Toaster screensaver is much too fast these days. Oh my god, it'd be like flying through the Millennial Falcon, fucking warp speed. Holy crap! Yeah, I guess so. Because a lot of that shit was based on RTC, if I'm not mistaken, or not RTC on clocks. Well, actually, some of it was clock speed, some of it was RTC as well. So a lot of that shit just gets weird. The Belmet, I met Dolly, the first clone animal. She was a bit sheepish. That was a blatant lock steal. Oh boy. just read a report about a man stealing wheels from cop cars. Police are working tirelessly. Yeah, that was a blatant that we already did that one. Blackwatcher got, or I think Jagatag had that one earlier this stream. Come on, man. Come on, keep up. Franco, I copied Solitaire from my XP to my Windows 7 machine and it runs perfectly. I had to copy over the whole of the System 32 to my Windows C drive. It's fine. Clothing is optional during live streams, isn't it? As Cyberlight. Generally recommend, obviously, YouTube and Twitch would have issue if I had less clothing on, but generally I recommend to at least go with no pants. At the very least, no pants while you're watching my stream. Yeah, and the other thing there, Franco, is Windows 11 doesn't come with Solitaire. You have to install Solitaire or Minesweeper. Like, it doesn't come with it anymore. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, I really don't understand. Like, are they trying to save, like, that whole few kilobyte of space it would take to install them? I can't imagine they're much over a few megs kind of thing. Like, good grief. Let's have a holiday truce. I won't mock your turducken if you don't ridicule my pork roast. No ham, no fowl. James Randolph in Jackson, Missouri. Someone did steal all the police tires. Yeah, I know I know someone that used to live in Jackson, Missouri, and that wouldn't surprise me from what I hear. It sounds like Jackson is trying to be Baltimore. Just not quite big enough. Do Americans have toasters on their 110 volt supplies? Yes. Like kettles, they must be very slow. I don't know what slow is for a toaster. Like the cheapy toaster I have, it's like an Amazon special that can do bagels. I would say it's like 2 minutes to get toast to, like, good mid brown kind of thing. But they'll automatically install the Xbox crap. Yeah, you gotta install the fucking Xbox gaming setup thing and all that shit. But I think I feel like you can go back and disable the Xbox specific stuff a little bit. But I haven't, luckily I have other games to play. I don't play that much. But it is nice. I know on my work laptop with Windows 10, it's still on there. But that is probably going to get changed over on Christmas vacation to the new work laptop, which is Windows 11. So, oh well. Windows 11 Solitaire with free ads. Yes, UK Richie. I did install it on something. It may be the studio PC, but I did notice there were ads in it now. That one time I played, I think that was the last time I played it and went, what the fuck? Yeah, Microsoft is going so hard with the ads and shit that even EA Sports is like, man, y'all need to calm the fuck down. Because EA is the fucking king of ads and microtransactions. Holy shit. Ads with blaring sound even. Nice. Where's your snack bar? In my tummy. I ate that during Pussies and Pianos. The wrapper is down there. Taste the biscuits. There's no biscuits here. Blackwatcher asks, do your firearm manuals have a troubleshooting section? Yes, actually, most of them do. Most of them actually come with basic unjam techniques, which is usually pull the slide back or pull the fucking charging handle back and then see what happens. Can you even get Windows 3.1 online without dial-up? I imagine Ethernet might work still. I mean, as far as I know, all Ethernet is backwards compatible. So maybe. I imagine it would get fully fucking virused within seconds of connecting, but I feel like you could be. Sir, the radar's been jammed. Raspberry. Only one person would have the balls or have the gall or whatever to jam your raspberry. Lone Star. Windows, Zap Sparky says, Windows, save a few megs on games. Windows update, 650 gig security update. Yeah, that's about right. There's Zap. Yeah, that's pretty fucking accurate. And those updates come constantly, because holy shit. I saw a video, guy was clearing the chamber, the round hit the ground and went off. Yeah, I saw that one. There was a little 9mm, which was like, ooh, hit the ground and pew, like the 1 in a million shot. But yeah, it wasn't in a barrel, so like, for those that don't know, if the bullet, or if a round, I would show you, but I can't touch them on YouTube. But if a round, like the whole thing, all 4 pieces, or all 4 parts, like normally the only way you can get that thing to pop is a strong hit to the primer, and if it's not in the barrel contained, it just pops. It just blows up. Like the bullet still doesn't come out, you know, very fast. And this thing, he just cleared his pistol and it went, boom, it just popped. Like, what the fuck? Like, everybody was fine, but yeah, it was really weird. James Randall says, I Googled it, you can get the Ethernet going. That's what I figured. I figured that would probably still work. Tomb Raider there, Mr. AK? Or are you having a boner for Lara Croft? Plumgob, Gen X might get a war after all. We can send in the snowflakes, though. Did you hear what the NATO general said in the past couple days? Like, apparently Russia's, some of the Russian leaders over there have been saying that Ukraine is just the start, the real wars with all of Europe. And then the European NATO, like a general for NATO publicly was basically like, so if Russia wants to have a war, basically he said, if Russia wants to have a war with Europe, if you think, or how do you say, if they think they can afford a war with Europe, basically he's just like, bring it the fuck on. Like, I forget the exact words he used, but he was like, we're not worried about your fucking busted ass military that's falling apart and is almost non-existent at this point. Holy shit. Like, Putin is fucked over there. Like, all of Russia is about to collapse, like, economically and then politically and socially and every other fucking thing. Jesus. That's a shame, too, because those people didn't want this bullshit. It's just a fucking work of one fucking, just losing his fucking mind asshole. Black Watcher, note to manufacturer, is there an air fryer that can handle a family of 8? Thanks, Jeffrey Dahmer. That would be quite a big air fryer. Like my air fryer can usually only fit a couple limbs at a time. See, AOL just stopped dial-up a few months ago, but yes, you can still dial up elsewhere. Yep, AOL, they stuck it out as long as they could. Most of their customers are out in kind of like the rural areas, a lot of them out in like the Midwest. But I mean, I guess it just gets to a point where you're just bleeding money on ancient hardware and just trying to keep shit running. But yeah, there are still a few dial-ups available out there. UK Richie, Windows 3.11 was a NetBew beast, but not so hot at IP4. Oh, I remember, or BUE or whatever, however you pronounce it. I remember messing with that in Windows 3.1. God, I'm old. Jack Attack. The Christmas jumper my kids gave me last year kept picking up static electricity. I took it back and exchanged it for another one, free of charge. Cyberlight, my AOL CD-ROM doesn't work anymore? Nah, sadly, it is time for all the AOL CD-ROMs to finally, officially become coasters. Because I had, boy, in my one apartment, I had a full set plus overflow of AOL coasters. Because I bought like at the time, I could only find like a set of like the little foam pads. Because I wanted like 1 or 2 of them. But the only one I could find was this big set because like no Amazon, you know what I mean? So I had so many extra, I just kept making them. I think I had like 14 or 15 coasters and never had more than like 2 or 3 people over. So they were just everywhere. Started hanging them from places. Because at that point, I was rocking Netcom. That was my first ISP. Like I've never had AOL. And like I was around when the internet showed up. My first dial up, and for a while I had Netcom dial in. And that was nice. They had their own little private IRC server. They had a bunch of little things. IRC being chat, like this kind of chat without all the floof. I had them for a while, and then I went to Comcast, and I've had Comcast ever since. Like, I had Comcast since they really kind of first started doing stuff. Up until 2022 when I switched to Fios, because I got tired of having 100, like with Comcast, it was 100 down and 20 up. And I was just, flirting and fucking with streaming. I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I paying $100 a month for 100/20 when I can pay $82 a month for gigabit internet through Fios? So, fuck that. Well, Jim, I remember having AOL dial-up here in the UK back in the day. You aren't as old as me. 62 years next April, says old Jim. Yeah, I'm 48 and a half. But yeah, I actually my first computer I bought, which I haven't actually talked about this in a while. That was February of 97 when I bought my 486 DX2. I think it was a DX2. The 100 megahertz, I guess Pentium, whatever in it, or Intel or whatever in it. I think 4 megs of RAM and a 1 gig hard drive, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, yeah. About that time. Cheers, everybody. There will be no presents for Captain Nemo this Christmas. He's on Santa's Nautilus. All right, hold on a sec here. Let me see if I can figure out this frickin' time thing. Let me go into Windows. Where's the... God, there's so much crap in here under your notifications tab. Like, I don't need to know all that dumb shit. Give me calendar. There it is. Adjust time date. Set time zone automatically. Time zone. I have that turned off. Time zone is Eastern time. Adjust for daylight automatically on. Set time automatically. Yes. Okay. Check time. Where? Sync now. Okay. Last sync was last night. So we're going to sync the gaming rig. See if time changes. Right now it says it's 7:21 and it still says it's 7:21. Let's go down to the computer we just reset. Yes. Actually, Thursday. Adjust time and date. Set time automatically. UTC, blah, 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 blah. Last sync, it says, was fucking 2 weeks ago. Sync now. So went from 7:20 to 7:22. There we go. All right. So it is 7:22. I do know that you do occasionally have to tell it to like resync because sometimes it'll get lost. But all right. So now all the times are correct and properly synced to whatever is it, time.gov, I think it syncs to. I may have to run out shortly to clear the snow, says Lockwatcher. Yeah, I saw it was kind of, I was talking to Mike earlier with dealing with the server. I saw it was snowing at least a little bit where he was. Let me see here. Let's just open a window down here. But to do that, I got to go up here and come over here and then do that and then pinch your mom's nipples. Let's see here. Bottom capture. All right, let's see what we got here. So I'm here. That's Baltimore. One of United States' biggest PvP servers. So as Locke has discussed, so I'm not doxing him. He's kind of out in this area in Ohio. near-ish Columbia or Columbus or in Columbus or just around Columbus, but somewhere. So yeah, I could see that happening. It's going to start here soon enough. Oh, yeah, they originally thought it was going to start like in about an hour, but we may not catch that little nubby right there. See, that's the problem right here. This strip along here that you can kind of see, that's the mountains. That's the Appalachian Mountains. So they fuck weather up all. Like you can see, it's all getting hung up there and just like creeping over. It's almost like spilling over the mountains. And that always blocks the good weather from Baltimore. It's kind of frustrating sometimes. Like I said earlier, I don't want the fucking below freezing bullshit if you ain't gonna throw some snow in there. That's just a fucking waste of my time and energy. Like I ain't trying to talk shit about Mother Nature, but like, come on. Give me some goddamn snow. It's been so freaking long. Falcon Strike. Dude, I must say you remind me so much of a reincarnation of Ragnar Lothbrok version 21st century. All right, let's see who that is. And welcome, by the way. Ragnar Lothbrok. Popped right up. Okay. Oh, actually, I have seen that guy. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like someone said that before. And the thing is, I know at one of my accounts, there is a dude that people every once in a while confuse us because we look similar, but he looks a lot more like that dude. Like that was the guy I was gonna have us swap uniforms on Halloween. Obviously, like take clean ones or whatever, just to see if we could fuck with people, but it didn't work out. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, actually, like I said, I knew someone that looks a lot more like that dude. Actually, Subsonic Subaru, who's pops in and out of the streams, is he looks like a fucking Viking warrior, kind of warrior as well. I'll tell you what. The Viking, he uses his Viking abilities to slay and vanquish stupid fucking forklifts. Fix all that. I don't miss digging out the car from snow like I had to do in Boston, says Grant Rennie. You see, I don't really mind that. It gives me a reason to keep moving. Because you figure if I'm shoveling out the snow, I'm probably not going to work. So, like, I get to do something that day. Because I'm of the mind, I'm like I tell everyone, man, if you retire from whatever job you're doing, especially in the forklift world where every day sucks, every day you're fucking working hard, like manual labor shit. Like when you retire, you can't stop. You always have to keep going because your body is so used to getting its ass kicked every week that once you stop, your body's just going to go, well, I guess we're done. And you're fucking done. That's why so many blue collar guys die within a year of fucking retiring because they think they're just not going to do anything. And they literally aren't. So keep that in mind, any of the old heads here. And yes, I realize I'm not going to consider myself an old head until I'm 50. At least let me get that far. But for anybody near retirement, man, don't stop. Keep doing something. And that's why I don't mind like going out and shoveling snow. Shit like that on days off, because even on some days off, like by the end of the day, I'm like, because I just didn't do anything to burn the energy. I mean, now that I analyze it further, it's more like Floki, also the same show at the end. Floki, okay, Floki. Let's see who Floki looks like. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see me being a little more like Floki. Okay, yeah. He's got that little more older look to him because I'm fucking 48 feeling 84. I can see, what is that from? For the TV series Vikings. Oh, like I'm guessing that's good if you're pulling it out of your brain. So I'm going to write that down. At this point, I have, I don't know, let's see. Let me go check. Let's see how much. Let's see, Vikings TV series. let's log into the server. I'm kind of curious. How much media do I have on my server right now? Come on. There we go. Let's see. We have... There's 12.2 terabytes. Plus 3 terabytes. Plus 7.99, okay, 8 terabytes. So was that 12? So what, 22 terabytes plus a little bit more coming in. And I got, oh, wait a minute. Then there's that drive. Shit. Thought there was another drive. I'm like, that seems like less. Another 7 terabytes. Okay, so what? That's approaching 30 terabytes of media. So I'm always looking to add more because I got lots of open space still. So I'm going to check that out. And if I see you again, I'll let you know. I'll see if I can get that into the library this weekend. Maybe watch something this week. I've been looking for a new TV series to watch. I was going to watch Loki, but I don't know, something other than Mark, because like the last series I watched was WandaVision. But yeah, if this looks good, I'll give it a shot. Of course, I've been watching Landman too, but then I stopped watching because I'm trying to I'm kind of with Kill a Mike on it. Let's like at least get as much of it out as possible and then just binge watch the fuck out of it. Oh, I just clicked the thing. What did I click? Don't miss digging. Oh yeah. Franco, I'll be 58 next April. That's not bad. It's better than 85, I guess. James Randolph, that's why I keep masturbating. You gotta have a hobby. Hey, you know what? That's work, baby. And I imagine the older you get, the more work it becomes. So if that works for you. Cyberlight, YouTube can't have music. Music is still... Oh, yeah. YouTube can't do any music on YouTube. Yeah, the couple weeks ago when I said I accidentally played music over YouTube and y'all didn't think you heard it. No, it was playing. And I have like 2 pages of copyright violations on YouTube on that one video. Not strikes or anything. But yeah, only Twitch allows music. And that's only if you have the proper setup. Because with Twitch, when I'm streaming, it's actually generating 2 audio streams. The one you currently hear, and then one that is for the VOD, for the saved video. So I am currently sending them 2 audio tracks. The only difference between the 2 is the live track has music. The VOD is everything else without the music. So that way when it replays, there's no music in the background. It's not as good a stream on the VOD side necessarily, but it's not going to get copyright strike. So that's why there's a little bit of a difference. That's why I say my show is like a mullet. You know, business in the front, party in the back. Business in the front, YouTube, party in the back, Twitch. A little bit more stuff to do on Twitch, in chat, and with the music and all that. Zap Sparky, I'm currently rewatching Fringe. That's an oldie but good. Actually, I don't think I have that one yet. Write that down to Fringe. That's an oldie but goodie. I think I watched the first season of that eons ago. Learn how to spell that. That's not... I wrote down Fridge. Sorry, I got fucking video games on the brain. Fringe. Yeah, I think I watched the first season of that, but I think life happened. Mr. A Cake, wanking off others is work. Well, that could also be work too, but generally speaking, the task is completed quicker if someone else does it than you, unless they're just really bad at it. Anyway, how does Father Christmas get away with crime? The Santa Claus. Belmet, getting in on it too. Okay, that's fine. He's also got that skinny bald top head. Oh yeah, yeah. I have a big head. Like it may not come out correctly on camera, but my hat size is 8 3/4, whatever that. I think it's 8 3/4. Like it's basically small watermelon. It is just big old dome up here. Blackwatcher, Mayor of Kingstown was also made by the Landman producer. Okay. Remind me of that again in about a year when I catch up with the rest of them. I'll see if I can remember that though. I may actually see it on next time when I watch Landman. A lot of times it'll recommend other things to look into from the same director. What's up, Sauce? Welcome. Perfect for an elder Saitama cosplay. All kinds of fucking. I guess I can close that. Let the server do what server. Let the server do server things. Oh, that guy. Yeah. Well, yeah, the beard. I ain't shaving my beard off though. One Punch Man. That's right. Yeah, One Punch Man. Okay. I saw a lot of those this year. People running around as One Punch. But yeah, I ain't losing the beard. This was a year and a half. The original 3 years ago, I grew basically this beard. Shaved it all about a year and a half ago for reasons. And now we're back here a year and a half again. See if it does anything more over the next year and a half. Ram 50 just finished swapping out the speaker 777 headlights on my 45-year-old Case 224 with Sylvania flush mounts, big part number LED. Turned out fantastic. Good. I like a good headlight upgrade. Never hurts, as long as it doesn't blind everybody else. But it's nice to be able to see where you're going. Like, I can definitely tell a difference between a work van and, you know, the 2021 Ford Transit work van and my Suburban, even though my Suburban has HID upgrades in it. Like, there is still a different, like, when you're using, you know, the 2021, you figure not only is it have a, you know, it's specifically made for, you know, high output bulbs, so it just works better. But it is nice to have brighter headlights in the Suburban because them incandescents, man, they're really not much when you see how bright everybody else's shit is. Of course, the biggest problem nowadays is half these assholes run around with their fucking high beams on. Like, I see that all the time nowadays since I go to work and come home pretty much when it's dark out. There's another fucking ad break. Lockwatcher, just saw Lockwatcher say something. Thought you. Oh no, C2S. There is a show you could try called Stargate. Oh yeah, I know about Stargate. I gotta hear it from my boss and Lockwatcher. Lock, did you ever go talk to my boss about Stargate? Have you ever given it a try into anime or not into it? That's Orihime. My snake's name is Orihime. That was sent in. Nice to watch. I was into anime light, I guess. You know, I'm not trying to offend true anime fans, but I watched a lot of the Adult Swim anime, the Toonami stuff. So I got into Bleach, Cowboy Bebop, Titans a little bit. Cause that was, as Titans was coming in, is about when I got rid of my cable. Bleach, Cowboy Bebop. What were some of the other ones on there? Fuck, Stretchy Kid. God, what the fuck was the Stretchy Kid? God, it's been so long. But yeah, I did watch a lot of that, at least. Spirited, yeah, anything from like Spirited Away. Oh god, I used to know his name by heart. The dude that did Spirited Away, all of his movies I watched. One Piece, yeah, One Piece. Thank you. Yeah, I watched that a lot. God, I pretty much watched the entire Toonami lineup. I mean, Dragon, you know, DBZ, all the different versions of DBZ, Naruto. The more commercially, I guess, stuff. I watched all that stuff that was on Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. Ghost in the Shell was good. I like that. Wasn't really impressed with the movie. But you have Cowboy Bebop on DVD? Yeah, that's cool. Like, I mean, I fucking love Cowboy Bebop. It was amazing, I thought. Mr. S, thanks for the stream. I'm off to bed. Have a good sleep, buddy. Hope your rest of your weekend goes well. I'm trying to think of all the different animes. Well, Adult Swim Toonami animes I used to watch. Do I have anything else here? Because I used to get a bunch of shit from them. No. I tried to watch the Rick and Morty anime, but I'm so used to regular Rick and Morty, it just didn't latch in for me. But I may give it a try again at some point. But I enjoy anime. I'm like one of them people that are like, I don't get it or whatever. Like, that's cool. But I definitely enjoy it. I just don't have an opportunity to watch it as much. But I have all the ones I used to watch, I have them all on my media server in case I want to kick it back in. Shit, now I need to fucking remember what that dude's name was. Hold on, let me open my server up here real quick. Lock might stay on audio, but going to clear the snow soon. Yeah, do what you need to do, brother. Don't worry about me. We'll be here. I'll be here next week, assuming the fucking computer doesn't eat itself. Spirited Away. Hard drive's asleep. Let it wake up. I relate. I like Star Trek Lower Decks. I was thinking of maybe watching that too. Hot take, would you agree that Rick and Morty, after the original creator got arrested, kind of fell off? A little bit. It took me a couple episodes. Yeah, Miyazaki, that's it, sorry. Yeah, Hayao Miyazaki, the guy that directed Spirit Away. Yeah, I have all his stuff. He is a fucking amazing artist. Yeah, it took me a couple episodes to get used to the voice. Now I don't really notice it unless I watch something new and then watch something old, or something old and then something new, because sometimes you just put that shit on random. But I feel like the whole series in general was on its way there, especially towards the end of series 5, when everything got real fucking like serious and stuff, and everything started like end of series 4 got a little bit more serious, end of series 5 got a lot more serious, like undertones. So I feel like it was kind of going in that direction. But yeah, the change with the voice acting and the actors, it definitely, I'd say it took away a little bit. I'm pretty used to it now, but I still got to watch some of the newer episodes to see where they went with it. But I definitely enjoy all the older ones.
I'm Pickle Rick!
For sure, anyway. So, I mean, hell, you open my work laptop up. It's the still shot of Pickle Rick slicing the rat in half in the sewer thing. I created and 3D printed a fucking diorama of that scene, which years ago, which I still need to finish painting. I haven't even showed it. I've talked about it once or twice. Should finally finish painting it, because it's a full size Pickle Rick on this like little corner diorama of sewer that I 3D printed and painted. I got some paint on it, and I gotta fucking finish that shit, because that would make something good to put over like here-ish on this shelf maybe. Does hentai count? That would look at not that he would look at that felt. Hentai's hentai. That's fine. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that. Sauce is very shit-faced. Watch out, world. Be careful. Sauce is on the sauce. State of Georgia versus Denver, Fenton Allen, Rick and Morty, Adult Swim. Awesome because they put voice to a real court transcript. Really? I don't know. The older Rick and Morty, in my eyes, has some of the humor and spirit of the earlier Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Fucking love Aqua Teen. I have, God, I had a plushie Master Shake, but I have no idea what happened to it. It disappeared years ago. I have Meatwad stickers all over my, or at least one. I think there was only one left on my work laptop. Oddbjorn, check out Norseman on Netflix, by the way. It's a little humorous Viking show. It's in English, even. Norseman? Okay. I can pull that up as well. About 15 minutes left in the show. Oh, yeah, it's past 7. We can talk about food. Fama's here. Fried garlic with tomato sauce, tuna, and rapini added to hot rigatoni pasta. I'm having pulled pork tonight. Welcome sauce, wipe your face. Or your feet, but don't wipe your feet with your face. That would be bad. C2S, never seen Rick. Oh, yeah, speaking of Rick and Morty, where? That Rick talks. That's a Butterbot. And there's a portal gun. Let me see if the battery's still good in Rick. See how bad this hits the microphone, too. Let's see.
Oh, great adventure, buddy. I'll give a and that's the way. And that's the way. And that's the way.
Yeah, it's kind of broke. Leave that out. I'll put fresh batteries in it. Yeah. Oh, and where's mission control button? The portal blanket, because just in case you need a quick escape, just jump through the portal. I'm sure it'll work. Sure it'll be just fine. MCP pants. Hell yeah, Mr. Breadbabs. Hey, man. What you trying to do? I can't even talk that high pitch. Fucking love me some MCP pants. Every fucking season he comes back as a different creature. Have you given a try to Invincible? I kind of looked at that. I feel like I looked at that and, man, it didn't kind of quite click with me. But there are a lot of things that I've checked out like a few years ago that I was in a completely different frame of mind that I may actually enjoy now. So I do need to go back and revisit some things here and there. But like I said, I've been looking for a new series other than Loki, so Vikings might be a pretty good one. Or we'll check out Norseman as well, I suppose. What muscle car do they drive in Norway? The Fjord Mustang. Yeah, boy. Ram 50. A couple years ago, I swapped all the 12-volt incandescent interior bulbs or lights in my motorhome or caravan to the biscuit heads from incandescent to LEDs. Took the power usage from 70 amps to under 10. Jesus Christ. Man, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, actually, my Suburban, most of the bulbs are LED, including the dash bulbs. But those I had to manually convert over, and one of them burned out, which sucks, but I can still see everything. Appreciate that, Franco. Hit the like, folks. Make sure you're on live chat as well. Yeah, never hurts. Even if you've been here since the beginning, always check to see if you're live and Decatur is still live, because that shit does drift. Vikings is a must-watch for sure. All right, well, there's 2 for Vikings. Nice. JSS. I recommend The Blacklist with James Spade. Oh, no, that's definitely on my radar. I found out watching shorts. Just like, doom scrolling through YouTube shorts, and they always got little clips of him just being a fucking badass. I've definitely have been meaning to get to that, but I know there's a lot of it, so I know if I try to fucking power watch that shit, I'm gonna like lose days. But yeah, The Blacklist definitely looks good. That's a good call there, yeah. I tried all the Rick and Morty Pringles. I also went to McDonald's for the Szechuan sauce. Yeah, I got some of the Szechuan sauce. I didn't hear about the Pringles, though. I don't really hear a lot about special edition food because I don't have commercials, because I don't watch TV, and I have Premiere and Twitch Turbo. So, yeah, like I've talked about this before, McCormick's, the makers of Old Bay seasoning. If you don't know what that is, I'm sorry. It's one of the most amazing allspice seasonings out there. But they came out with special fucking goldfish, like eBay, Old Bay flavored goldfish. And I had to get someone from Boston to send them to me because I couldn't fucking find them in Maryland because they were shipping them all out of Maryland. I'm like, what the fuck? I work where you make them and I can't eat. Like, I literally work in the fucking building that makes them occasionally. Or I occasionally work there. But, like, I have the badge. I could walk in that building and I couldn't even get them. I had to get them shipped from states away. Like, what the fuck? Official Klaus. I keep seeing Blacklist on shorts. Yeah, that's where I originally saw it. And that's what really piqued my interest. Him and his bodyguard. Goldfish seasoning. Yes, it's you season your goldfish and then eat them. Yeah. Blacklist was good. It's just James Randolph. Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, obviously the clips are going to be the highlights of it, but obviously I haven't seen all the highlights. And having, oh, what the hell's the word? Having comprehension, or that's not quite the word, but understanding of the whole backstory would make those scenes even better, I'm sure. I'm 30 seconds behind, but when I press live, it buffers for 30 seconds, says Franco. That sucks. Westworld, I looked. Oh, I feel like I tried to watch that, and that's another one of them. It just didn't quite work with me. They had Pickle Rick chips. No shit. How the fuck do I miss that? This is the kind of shit that's the only reason I miss commercials is I miss a lot of the like cool, weird, one-off special edition stuff like that. Cyberlight, I was 30 seconds behind for no reason. Yeah, YouTube drifts for some reason. I don't understand why. Over here, I have 0 dropped frames for the whole session, which is actually pretty good. I usually have, by the end of usually by this time, I usually have 200 or 300 drop frames. Not seconds, but, little drops here and there, but I have none this time. I wonder if that's because I doubled the RAM. I don't think it would be lagging because that pretty much uses the 4070. I don't know. Anyway, the Blacklist is 10 seasons. Holy fuckballs! Like children were born and people were aged. Oh my god. The shorts are typical, not a dull moment. Okay, well, fucking load it up. Falcon Strike Blacklist is okay. It's a bit boring to be honest. Just not really my jam. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I appreciate all opinions. We'll see how it is. It looks good. See if it stays good if I watch it. James Randolph, are you leaving later? Oh, yeah, all right. See you later, James. Appreciate you hanging out. What are nuggets made of? Breast meat or beaks, heads, and gizzards? Around here, a lot of them are just the shitty nuggets are made from rib meat, which is interesting. Just shitty fucking whatever chicken meat they can scrape off the floor. Kind of like Spam and Braunschweiger. I've seen a little bit of Peaky Blinders. Scrufdog, it's not your end. YouTube hates ad blockers who tends to drop time for those that use it. I know this from experience. Oh, so ad blockers could fuck with like buffering or slowing the show down or whatever. Okay. Sauce, I had a job interview for McCormick's, but it wasn't paying enough for the location. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know how they are. Peaky Blinders. I guess I should write all the rest of these. God damn, I got so many fucking post-its here. I think I've seen Peaky on some shorts as well, maybe. All right. If you like the first season of Prison Break, you'll like The Blacklist. Never seen Prison Break. Heard of it, never seen it. I'll just go right to The Blacklist. Franco, I don't have ad blockers, just a shit PC. That's all right. Ram 50, my friends are coming to pick me up for my birthday and some billiards, aka pool. See y'all next time. Happy birthday, buddy. Hope you have a good time out there. Enjoy your birthday. It's quite nice. You become British by the end of it. Oh, Peaky? Oh, boy. I feel like Rob Pianoman may have mentioned Peaky Blinders at some point. If he did, that may actually already have it. I'll have to look. You're planning on it? Good, good, good. Just make sure someone that knows how to drive well is driving well at the end of the night. That's all. Just be careful. Either way, happy birthday. And cheers to you again. Out of hard apple cider. I don't have any left. Let's hydrate. Not a bad idea. Yeah, everybody drink something. Y'all been sitting here long enough. Take a sip of something. Peeking through the blinders. Well, you had the blinders open. I don't know why, but for some reason that reminds me of DoorDash girl. If you haven't heard about that. Some DoorDasher went, somebody ordered food, they went to their house, and the story apparently is that they opened the door that they weren't supposed to. Some dude was laying there drunk as shit, pants around his ankles. So she took a video of him in his house, posted it on TikTok, and then said that he sexually harassed her. Even though she recorded him while he was passed out and had to open the door to do so. So she got fired from DoorDash and is facing like up to 10 years in jail for posting this guy on the internet and possibly breaking in. What's a DoorDasher? That's one of them food delivery services. But yeah, she fucking made all these videos. I'm the fucking victim. All this typical fucking Karen bullshit. And she's the one that called charges. And that's just from the state. That wasn't even pressed by the dude. The dude hasn't said anything yet, and I imagine it's because he's lawyering way the fuck up. The civil suit on this is going to be fucking amazing if it goes through. Because I'd be willing to bet that there are lawyers out there that would represent him for free because of this Karenish bullshit. Because that's like even more. And there apparently there's what was the third charge? I think they were thinking of like a breaking and entering charge as well or something since she opened the door, but it's the way you pay $50 for a pizza. Yeah, really, yeah. She pushed his door, but yeah, like she opened his fucking door. That is considered breaking and entering. Like the door doesn't have to be locked. If it's closed and you open it, that's you're violating that actually gets in a castle doctrine shit. Like if she crossed the threshold, he could have fucking put a cap in her head. Well, I guess it depends on the state. Different states have different, but like in Maryland, if she would have put her fucking head through the doorway, it doesn't matter if she's a threat or not. She is considered a threat when she breaks the threshold of the door, and she can be fucking popped. So she better watch her fucking ass. Getting all that shit for pro bono is just a free ad for the firm. Absolutely, Falcon. That's exactly why they would do it. One, because they just don't want to deal with fucking entitled people, not just women, but men too. You know what I mean? Although, if a man would have done the same thing, he would have already been in jail. Because, as we all know, there is the double standard of law in America. But anyway. So Robert said we gotta go. Wait a minute. Robert said that's you're fucking Norman. Gotta go. It's a school night. All right. Well, wait. It's a school night. Yeah, go to school tomorrow. That blows. Well, I guess do well in school tomorrow. Lawyers does nothing for free. Yeah, yeah. There's always some sort of quote payment or value in their whatever they do. They can't lose. She ate toast. She ate toast. She's toast. Yeah, there's. I mean, it's all on video that she posted her fucking self. That there's a million copies of, even though TikTok deleted it, as they should. She was only temporarily banned from TikTok, but that's typical for TikTok and Kick. It's really, 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 like, you pretty much just about have to murder someone online or do something with children to get banned off of those two. They love the fucking criminal activity on there because they get to run more ads. Anyway. Sauce. In Biscuit Land, we just tell people to fuck off rather than shoot them. Well, you better watch because I was looking and UK gun violence is on the rise because not many people have guns, so criminals do what criminals do and they get guns illegally. And since nobody else has a fucking gun, I mean, some kid just got killed there, what, last week, was it? He got fucking shot and stabbed by like a 16-year-old, another 16-year-old kid in the UK, like. And they say ever since guns have been banned in, what's it, 97? Well, mostly banned or severely regulated, like gun violence against civilians and unarmed people has been on the rise. So I know y'all like to stab people because the guns are getting harder to find, but apparently, or because guns are hard to find, but apparently they're getting easier to find. Mr. A-Cake shot and stabbed. Yes, both. He was both shot and stabbed. I think the kid was 14 and his aggressor was 16. And he was both shot and stabbed in the UK. It was like last week. This fucking sucks. Anyway. Scruff, I was delivering, let's see, Little Jim says, I was delivering for Domino's back in the day. I delivered for Little Caesars back in the day. One delivery, a guy answered a door dressed totally in women's see-through underwear. So many stories, must write a book on that day. Oh yeah, there was, when I was delivering pizzas, there was all kinds of, I don't think I had anything that bad, but I know I did open a door, or someone opened a door and it was a dude completely dressed like a lady, except for the head up. So I don't know if they just hadn't gotten that far yet, or that's just what they were into, but yeah, that, and I got paid tip in joints and beers. God, every once, like one time I went to I delivered, it was only like $100 worth of pizza to like some party, and I got like a $50 tip, which was fucking amazing, you know, literally 30 years ago. Phew. With a gun, yes, Mr. AK, with a pistol that fires bullets out of rounds using the power of explosion. Dressed as a train. No, I don't think it was dressed as a train. 30, 25 years from now, life on Earth will either be really good or really, really bad. It'll be 50-50. Oh, boy. Sovereign citizens or auditors are both jackasses to me. Yeah, like, that shit doesn't ever fucking work. Like, shut the fuck up with that. That's fucking kind of dumb. Give it to, oh yeah, top of the hour. Yeah, all my time's off. Top of the hour toast, and then we'll get ready to wrap it up-ish. I bought a Russian Advent calendar. What does it come with? Coffins? Fuck. Cheers, everybody. Top of the hour. We'll be shutting it down here in a moment. But either way, I appreciate you hanging with me. Fucking Russia, man. Like, God, Putin does not give a fuck about his people. He is going to drive that bus into the fucking shredder and just fucking floor it. He does not give a shit about his fucking people. What's for dinner? Pulled pork. F the side of more pulled pork. Falcon Strike just followed. Appreciate that. And I will, like I said, I will let you know how, fuck, glad I wrote it down. Yeah, how Vikings turns out. I'll watch that this week. Maybe tomorrow night. That might be something to kind of watch after. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that on a Sunday night, because if I watch something new, I'll be all fucking excited. Next thing you know, it'll be 2 hours before I go to work. And Mondays suck on work anyway. But yeah, I'll watch it this week, though. Russian advent calendar says 6F6G. An oligarch falls out of each window. Oh my god, that is fucking spot on. That is fucking perfect. Open it. They're all little windows. Oh, it's a chocolate. Oh, another chocolate. Piece of candy. Piece of candy. Did you get the crispy skin? No. Just regular old super saucy pulled pork. Jack Attack says, remember to poop before midnight on December 31st. You don't want to be carrying the same shit in the 2026. That's actually not bad advice. Came home the other day and all the windows were open. Everything gone. Who the fuck does that to someone's advent calendar? Oh, boy. Some people have a guardian angel. I have a raccoon with a crowbar whispering, let's make it worse. That's nice. Sauce with 5 gifted memberships to the Gaggle Goofballs. So we'll see if it clicks in there. Oh, there it goes. We got Mark Daz Brantley, Vince UK, and Binky Bun. Binky Bun, that's a fucking sweet name. Welcome to the Gaggle Goofballs, if you happen to see this, and cheers, thank you for that sauce. Much appreciated. Alright, well, on that positive note, we're going to get ready to wind it down before any of us get thrown out of a Russian skyscraper window. Lost it. I got lost while running a marathon in Sweden. I knew it was soon as I crossed the finish line. Didn't know there was a Critters TV show. Yeah, I don't really think it was that good there, C2S. I mean, part 2's Critters was good. Critters 2 was okay, and then after that, it just got bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down. Get some shit sorted out. And like I said, I will definitely be streaming Vane tomorrow on the new multiplayer server. It should be me and Killer Mike. I'm not sure what time. I know he usually starts around like 12 or 1 o'clock, Eastern time, my time. But we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I will see some of you tomorrow for the game, and I'll see the rest of you Wednesday, and some of you Saturday, and I have a lot of media to acquire. So, I'm going to go get something to eat, do my thing, go from there, and I will talk to all of y'all later. Again, thank you for hanging out this evening, and be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.